Hey there, Hail Stalkers. This is Derik, Klein, CEO of Hail Trace. We did it, finally. Finally, took forever to get us to the first 5-star map today. Record-breaking, record that most contractors definitely do not want to see, but it is the first time that we've had a first Hail 5-star map in May. So it took us all the way till, what was that, May 19th, May 18th, something like that. So long time, but finally we're here. So today we're going to review everything with that 5-star map, but let's take a look at it. What do we've got going on? Yeah, that's right. We got the green suit out. It's out. Texas hail in the southeast. We got some hail. We're going to talk about why I'm not super excited about this hail. This storm system that we have right now is not the perfect setup, but we're going to look at it. We'll see where we could get some. Could we get some in Dallas tomorrow? It's possible. We'll see what we've got going there. Kind of weird how the green suit, we do have a green wall, believe it or not. We'll post some pictures here in a little bit, but our equipment's gotten too good now, so it actually works with the green wall and the green suit. But anyway, NTRCA, not so many trade show. If you're in the Dallas area, this is a really, really good event. June 8th, coming up here in just a couple of weeks, and we're going to be there. I'm actually going to be speaking at this event. We're going to be talking about some new technology and what we're able to do with weather technology. So excited about that. I definitely think you're going to want to step in on that. So here's a look at what happened yesterday. Now this is not the 5-star event here. This is May 22nd, but quite a bit of severe weather up and down the East Coast, really stretched all the way from Florida all the way up into Maine. And I know the day before that, we actually had severe thunderstorm watches go from Mexico through Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, into Canada. The longest stretch of severe thunderstorm watches in Storm Prediction Center history. How about that? That's crazy, right? But that happened on Sunday. Or on Saturday, I should say. So kind of a crazy severe weather day. A lot of this severe weather, though, mainly high wind. There was a hailstorm. We had a little bit in Maryland, and we had some up in Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Not a lot of hail, but a lot of wind. And that continued south from South Carolina, Georgia, down into Florida as well. So that's what we had. Where are we at year to date right now? This is one of my favorite graphs. So again, yesterday, no tornadoes. We had 10 reports of hail, so not a crazy hail day again. Quite a bit of wind, though. 198 reports of either wind damage or wind speeds that were of severity over 58 miles per hour. Year to date, look at that, 794 tornadoes. That is actually above average. 3,003 reports of hail. We are making up a lot of ground this month. In fact, talking to Frank just a minute ago, we are over 1,600 reports of hail for the month. A 2,000 report month is a busy month, okay? So we are on pace to exceed that this year. So making May extremely busy so far for hail. That's why we had our first 5-star map, obviously. And I've had a lot of other hail events as well. Almost 6,000 reports for wind. How does it match up to last year? Last year was a tough year. 544 reports of tornadoes. That's the number we're not really concerned about. We obviously, less tornadoes, less deaths. We're definitely all for that. But hail, we like to see the hail, at least from the contractor standpoint. 2,300 reports of hail last year. So we are well above last year now, making up big ground. And even on wind, look at wind. 3,300 to almost doubled wind this year. So pretty crazy. So 5-star review here. What did we have last year, or what do we have, I guess last week? Thursday, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Hudson, 3-inch size hail. 172,000 people hit. That's with 1-inch hail, not 3-inch size hail. Here's a look at the map. Look at how it turned out. We had several storms. They actually started early in the morning down near the Rochester area. As those storms moved off to the east, we had a large area, or an area of supercell thunderstorms that developed just to the west side of Minneapolis, traveled right across. This is the guy that made our 5-star map. As we kind of zoom in there a little bit, you can see a wide swath of ping pong ball size hail. This is your hot spot right in here, where the hail got a little bit larger, up to tennis ball size hail. This is a big time storm, and really, I mean, look how far this thing went, all the way from Minnesota, all the way across Wisconsin. Big time storm, all the way over to Menominee Falls area. So crazy stuff there. What do we got going on right now? Again, we have this big, what we call a cutoff low. We're calling this system Karen. It's funny that it worked out that way, right? Because, I mean, we all know what a Karen is, and this system is going to be a Karen, okay? So what do we have going on first? Well, in the southeast, we've got a lot of rain. This is actually this was our disturbance, the first disturbance to be tracked by the Tropical Hurricane Center, the National Hurricane Center down in Miami. It was an MCV, or a mesoscale convective system, in Houston. Went off the coast and then lifted back to the north. You can see it spinning here. It's going to create at least the opportunity for some high wind. There might be some isolated hail with this, but I wouldn't be too excited about it. Again, mainly a high wind event. Got the sunshine coming out down here. You can actually see thunderstorms now starting to break out across parts of Georgia, and we'll expect those to go severe as we head into the afternoon hours. Oklahoma, we had this first wave of energy that pushed through, creating a lot of rain in central Oklahoma. Cool temperatures there. We're not going to see severe weather. We're going to have to travel back out to the west. Sunshine comes out. That's where we'll see the severe weather break out near Lubbock, Texas, as we go into the afternoon. And you can see the moisture, the temperatures. 52 in Denver, we're starting to warm back up. We got some moisture, that could help. That snowfall actually could help with severe weather in the coming months across parts of Colorado. So we'll have to watch that closely. But you can see cool weather up north, cool even all the way down to Dallas. 71 degrees is fairly cool for this time of year in Dallas. The hot, humid air is going to come up from the west up into the panhandle, and that's where we're going to see the severe weather. You can watch that with the moisture content here. Here's what we have. All the dew points from Dallas to the south. Those will pull up to the west, up into the panhandle of Texas as the next system pulls out to grab that moisture and pull it up. Here's what it looks like on radar as this system comes out. There goes the showers up there to the north. Then we watch the severe thunderstorms begin to break out around, my head is in the way, 5 o'clock. That's when we see the storms break out right there near Lubbock, Texas. This stuff out here to the east, to the west of Dallas, not super excited about that. Looks fairly complex. Could be a little bit of hail there, but these are the bigger storms that should break out. And I think they will very quickly go into a more linear mode. So I think hail early, probably 9 p.m. and earlier, and then we'll watch this system really look at all the storms that break out. High wind possibility, some 60-mile-per-hour winds, some quarter-size hail with this activity, the larger hail back here to the west with that as it moves off. And look at this thing. This is why we hate cutoff lows. So as this thing cuts off, it's just going to generate a ton of lift all over the plain. So the warm sector just gets washed out, and we're going to see a ton of rain over the next couple of days. Here's our little spin, our tropical spin that came in off the Gulf of Mexico. Again, nothing crazy, but you can see thunderstorms break out this afternoon across Georgia and South Carolina, and even North Carolina, well out ahead of the system. We'll watch that for high wind. That looks like the main threat as that shoves off to the east, and we'll just continue to track that. There it goes, off to the east, northeast, up into the mid-Atlantic area, and then off the coast it goes. So here's a look at the hail forecast for today. Thank you, Merlin Law Group, for sponsoring us. We had C3 Group just a little bit ago too. Again, here's a look at the region. Not super excited about the hail threat. I do think there will be some large hail, probably golf ball size, maybe some 2-inch hail right out here in western or eastern New Mexico, far western Texas, and those are going to make a run at Midland, Odessa, and Lubbock. We'll see if they get there. Abilene, possibly. I think things could get there. Amarillo, I think you're a little bit too far to the north to see anything too crazy. So what do we got, Lubbock? Again, 5 to 9 p.m., that's what we just talked about. Maximum hail size around golf balls, if it can get that big. Chance of 1-inch hail is there. It's moderate. It's not crazy. High winds. Here it is right here. This is the area. Again, I think a little bigger area than the hail area. As we go through the evening hours, wind will become the primary threat. Same thing over in South Carolina. It'll become the primary threat. Threat level, yeah, moderate. Lubbock, Amarillo, Midland, Odessa, Abilene. I think that's about the area that we'll see. And as we head to the southeast, all pretty low threat. Not a lot of instability in the southeast, a lot of rain kind of cooling things off, really making things struggle. I don't think we're going to see anything in Austin, Texas the next couple of days. Maybe some high wind, gusty winds with a couple of the line segments that move through, but nothing too crazy. Here's what it looks like as we head into Tuesday. This is what we got. Watch, thunderstorms begin to break out around 5 o'clock. Again, I think with this pattern that we're in, right when they form, we might get some hail. But then I think they very quickly go into these big lines. Watch this line form up, come crashing through the Dallas, Texas area. Could be some high winds with that. But this is at 8 o'clock, okay? So at 8 p.m., we've already got a line of thunderstorms that goes from central Oklahoma near I-40 all the way down into the San Angelo area, including Texas. this area, again, watching storms go up early, maybe we'll have to watch that down by Austin, San Antonio. That would be for tomorrow. Watch the line as it shoves all the way down to the Gulf Coast, down through Houston. Thunderstorms there. More thunderstorms try to break out on the front, on the tail end. You could see some big hail with this stuff back here by Del Rio, but I don't think we'll see large hail over towards the Austin, San Antonio area with this stuff. This is at 7 a.m. On Wednesday, so really this system just drops a ton of rain, and so that's why we're keeping the hail forecast fairly low. We think it'll be mainly to the west of Dallas, so maybe Abilene, Texas. To watch that closely, but Austin and Dallas look like a fairly low threat right now. We'll watch that. These are really tough to forecast, these upper level lows. They make it really difficult to see where things are going to happen because they just kind of meander around, so they're extremely difficult to forecast. We're going to look at it here. Here's the jet stream. So this is long-term looking, okay? So we're going to look way out in the future. We're going to see if we can see what happens. So as we progress this forward, watch the cutoff low form. This is Karen. Being a Karen, it's just in the way, creates lots of lift, lots of rain, but doesn't allow us to get any instability, which keeps the severe threat low. So as Karen shoves off to the east, there it goes. Look how slow it moves though. So here we are. This is Saturday. Karen is still here. This is our next trough, and it cannot dip into the U.S. until Karen gets out of the way. Okay, so we're going to be watching Karen here. When she gets out of the way, that's when we can get severe weather. So we have ridging over the plains, which means low moisture, warm temperatures, lack of rain, and then we have Karen dropping lots of rain, lack of severe weather because of the amount of rain, and then our next trough trying to build in on Saturday. And as we progress forward, look, it finally is able to dip down on Sunday. So we see the trough kick out. That would lead to severe weather across Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, possibly Minnesota and Iowa. We'll have to watch that closely. But this will be the next area. You still have Karen over here. You can see it weakening and beginning to finally dissipate, and that will allow us to see more severe weather as we go through the afternoon hours. So thank you guys for jumping on with me, watching us on Facebook and YouTube and all the different platforms that we have. Always make sure to follow us too. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We're doing a lot of stuff on TikTok here lately. And as always, we have our mobile app. You can always contact us anytime that you want. There's our number, 855-334-4245, or we've got info@hailtrace.com if you need anything. And of course, our website's there. There's a chat bot on there that you can talk to us at any point as well, hailtrace.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being on with the green suit. It's been fun. I'm glad we finally got to pull out the green suit this year, and hopefully we don't have to wait too long for the next time that the green suit comes out. But we'll be watching it as always. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.